Previously on ApprenticeEh.
I wanted to show you this. Make a little bit of room here. I just filmed a food haul.
On the verge of like shouting, call it IoT, Internet of Things.
My cart decided to explode.
So I just put in that light strip.
Today is June 1st, and June 1st means Tim Hortons Camp Day. It's early in the morning, all right? I've only had one coffee. Speaking of coffee, that looks like I can give
What?
So on Tim Hortons Camp Day, 100% of the coffee benefits go right to the Camp Day thing.
Camp Day thing.
Camp Day thing. The Tim Hortons chilled. And if you remember, we went to the camp.
Yeah, we did.
A couple of years ago, so it goes directly into that. We can do that. So thanks for justifying my coffee habit. You got a blue bracelet.
I got a blue bracelet. She's like, oh, it's definitely your favorite color. I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just looking at your glass. Oh, and the ring. Oh, I see. All right, cut to 5 o'clock. I just finished a bunch of meetings at CBC, helping out with stuff. It's pretty cool stuff. But now we did the Tim Hortons Camp Day. Telus today is doing a bunch of charity stuff as well. They're having a meetup, which I'm going to, and they're doing this really cool thing where you can drop off your old tech, and that all goes towards charity stuff, which is really cool. And they've been doing a ton of cool stuff today. They did a bunch of like giving out food to homeless people and teaching people some sign language with Ricky Pointer. He came to Buffer, and it's pretty great. So I'm just on my way there now. I'll be just on time. I'll be a little early, hopefully.
Guys, I'm learning things. I was looking at Reddit stuff, and I found this video of Dutch people building a tunnel under a highway, and it's incredible. They did this in a weekend, so there's the prefabricated tunnel, and in one weekend they dig up the entire road, shove the tunnel in, and redo the road. So they're digging a hole, putting in the tunnel. Yep, beautiful. Now they're refilling the hole around the tunnel, and then starting to fill in the asphalt, and then this happens. So one, it's raining, two, the fog is from like them doing the asphalting, but it's raining, and they finish the road and magic happened or something. But all the comments are like, one, if this was anywhere else it would have taken way longer than one weekend. Two, how in the heck did they do this roadway, the asphalt surface, if it's friggin' pouring rain? Because how do you paint things, and how do you make sure the asphalt's good if it's just water everywhere? So I learned that, one, the paint is different. It's not paint. It's like a weird melted on plastic paint thing. So all the lines are made with not just regular paint. And I actually, while we were there, I was like, I could notice that it was a different consistency, not consistency, but it was like, it looks like it's a layer put on top instead of just painted on the road. It's like a little plastic film that's sitting on top. And two, their asphalt is different. It's special because it rains so much. Absorbs the water way more than other asphalt that is used in places like Canada, because here, if the road were to absorb all the water, it would just freeze to death, because when it gets -20, all the water inside the road would just be a disaster. But it doesn't freeze that much in Holland, so they can get away with it. It rains way more. And that means that they have this asphalt that absorbs the water. And then it's way easier to drive when it's raining, because it doesn't just bounce off into your face and create mist, fog, whatever. It's literally, you're just worrying about the rain that's hitting your windshield and getting that away. But other than that, it's clear roads, which is fascinating, especially because this past trip was the first time I've ever driven in Holland. I thought that was very interesting. Guys, I'm sad and at the same time very fascinated by this. I think my ring is too big for my finger, but I've discovered something very interesting about fingers, and that is that they change sizes very regularly. Because when you first gave it to me, it fit like perfectly. Corrado's over here. When we first got it, it fit perfectly, but we had been walking around all day, and I guess when you walk, your fingers swell up. And then when you spend a bunch of time sitting in front of a computer doing editing stuff, but sitting, they swell down. So I'm like sitting at my desk doing work the last couple days, and it feels so loose, like it's gonna fall off loose, and it's making me very nervous. So I think tomorrow we're gonna go size my finger, see if they have a smaller size that makes sense, because it's not actually going to fall off, but it just kind of feels like it is, and it makes me nervous. That's an adventure for tomorrow. But now my hand already feels naked.
Well, that's good. You've already gotten used to it.
I'm already gotten used to it, because I'm not wearing it, because I'm like, I should probably maybe, if I have to hand it in and get a new one, I should maybe not just be wearing it and scuffing it up.
I guess so.
Maybe.
That's fair. That's fair.
So it's not on my hand, it's in a little protective baggie on my computer, because that's where it's safe. Makes me sad. But we'll go see tomorrow. And maybe I just keep the one that I already have. Because I have no other sizes.
Yeah, who knows, right?
We'll see. And maybe I get a smaller one. The adventures of rings and jewelry that I don't usually wear, and had no idea that this was a thing. That fingers change sizes. Happy Pride! I guess today is their first day. It's so colorful. They should do it like this all the time. It's so pretty, Corrado. Look at it.
It's very pretty.
You're not even looking at all.
I've seen it. It's great.